from here, what you would do is you would make a t-chart just like we did before. But this time, instead of putting values in for x and solving, you'll put in values for y. So I'll go from -2 to 2. And if I put in -2 in for y, that's 4 to the -2nd, which is 1 over 4 squared, which is 1/16. For the -1st would be 1 over 4. For the 0 would be 1. For the first would be 4. And 4 squared would be 16. So from there, what you would do is you would just plot these points, and 1/16 -2 would be down here. 1/4 -1 would be down here. 1, 0, 4, 1, and then finally 2/16. You'll notice it will have a very similar shape, but this time our asymptote is at x equals 0. Pause the video and do the same thing with number 10, making it into an exponential equation and then making a t-chart to graph. And here's a sketch of what number 10 would look like. And you can notice that because we have 1/10 as the base and it's being fractional, you can see how it's kind of reflected, with that point though still being at 1, 0. The last question of the notes is a word problem having to do with evaluating log. What you would do is, or what we have here is a population of mice in a laboratory is grown according to the function P of t equals 80 times log base 10 of t plus 10. T is the number of days studied. So we're just doing 3 different things. First of all, we want to know at letter A, asks us to find at the beginning of the study. So again, what I'm doing is I'm going to start with P at 0. So that's going to be 80 times log base 10. 0 plus 10 equals 80. And the reason we get 80 is because this right here evaluates to log base 10 of 10. And we know that evaluates to 1. 1 times 80 is 80. So 80 mites at the end or at the beginning of the study. I'm going to do the same thing with 90 days. So after 90 days, I'm going to do 80 times log base 10 of 90 plus 10. And we're going to evaluate that. You're actually going to use your calculators to do this one. So in your calculators, you'll hit 80, and then you will do log. And in your calculator, the log button implies base 10. It's a common base. So you don't have to worry about that. And then in the parentheses, you do 90 plus 10, which is 100. Close that up, and you get 160 mites. And then finally, we'll do the same thing after 990 days. Again, what you're going to do is you're going to plug this into your calculator. So 80 times log, and then add the 990 plus 10, which is 1,000, and you get 240 mites.